All right, here we are today doing a reading on prosperity. Now, I've been doing these for the last few weeks, and basically, what it is, it's an exploration. So, as I'm focusing prior to doing the reading and getting the cards ready, what I've asked for is the universe or God or whatever to share, any information that or knowledge or enlightenment around prosperity, whatever that may mean. Okay, so I'm just leaving even the definition up to kind of the universe to interpret. Okay, so I'm going to take a look here. I'm going to start off with the Wisdom of Avalon cards here. These are oracles from the universe. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I might use those again, I'm not sure. I'm going to draw some cards under for clarification. All right, so this is about prosperity. We've got partnership, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Five of Cups, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Hermit, High Priestess, Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, Ten of Swords, Moon, Page of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, I think I'm going to use the Oracle cards for clarification as well. Okay, so I'm just going to read it kind of like this. Okay, how does this go? Like this, 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 and then down here. So this is kind of, starting here, we're going to end here, okay? Yeah, let's just see what happens here. So we've got partnership. Now this is about prosperity. So what I'm getting from this is what's being taught to us, because we got the Knight of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like this is the knowledge that is being offered to us today, is that prosperity is really about partnership. And it's about partnership and celebration and commitment to that partnership in a true balanced way, partnering up under the laws of God, okay, under the sacredness of spirit and the universe. And really kind of letting go of the past where it didn't exist, that caused us kind of disappointment, caused us loss, lack of abundance, because we got empty cups here. And now I think it's brought us to here, to the understanding that that true abundance and true prosperity is really about partnership and sharing and celebrating and commitment to those principles. Then we've got the Lady of the Lake. So this is about absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. And so I think that's what's going on here with this commitment level. Has to be made at this level. The commitment has to be made. Now this is feminine, divine feminine. It's not about men and women now, okay? This is just the principles. So this is the divine masculine and feminine coming together in partnership, and the divine feminine representing the part of the commitment that leads to, okay, courage, self-respect, responsibility, and absolute truth. Because that's the rebirth. This is Judgment card coming after that. So this is kind of as we're letting go of the past and the old, it's about rebirth, and it's about embracing, the values or the principles of higher kind of the divine feminine and the higher nature of us. Because the divine feminine then, at that level, combines with the divine masculine in the same way that partnership does. So the divine feminine is now, so it's not, so in other words, prosperity is not just a one-sided thing. It's like I think about in the old days, and I don't even know if this is true, but let's just say it is, where people had roles to play. And, you had the hunter-gatherer thing. And one person was the hunter and the other person was the gatherer. And so the divine energies were very polarized. Whereas now what I see happening with true partnership and with prosperity is the divine partnership being, kind of more fluid, so that it's two whole beings coming together here in partnership. Now this is on a world level, so this isn't just like a couple or something. This to me represents the world. So beings coming together in true reciprocity, true balance, true to create the partnership between the masculine and feminine energies, not between men and women, right? But between those principles. So the principles of divine masculine, the principles of divine feminine. And that's what I see embodied here in the Queen of Pentacles. And then coming from that, because it's a queen too, so coming from that place into, once again, sharing and that's where that responsibility comes here with the Lady of the Lake. So that's the feminine, is sharing and looking after each other, and with the Six of Pentacles, right? So it's not about self. It's not about, oh, I've got everything, kind of thing. This is really about sharing. And I think this is the new path that is being shown to us now, because we got the Hermit card here. And the Hermit can quite often represent a higher being. So I believe that's what it is here. It's the higher being, showing us this path and sharing it with us today. And not just today, but you know what I mean, because of the reading today. Then we've got protection up here. And I think under the divine protection, because, I've heard, people will say, yeah, but what if people still rip each other off? What if people do this? What if people do that? Kind of thing. And kind of looking at the lowest vibration of humanity here. Whereas I think that operating at this level, there's a protection that exists by its very nature. And I've got the Horse here. So this is accepting help from one another and delegating authority. So working together with, the cosmic consciousness, becoming one together. And I think that's where we're going to have protection, not from, like I know, for instance, when they set up the system, the economic system that we're working under today with the, banking system and the, the Federal Reserve and stuff like that, that they created a police force to actually be able to protect and police it. And this is the opposite of that. This is the protection exists by the principles themselves. This is what I'm getting here. And that's the High Priestess. And I think at an intuitive level, once we're on that path, people will just move that way, and they'll feel, because they'll be part of it. They're part of creating that protection for the principles, but they're also part, and because it's being created in partnership, right, back here, then, it is being protected. Then we've got the Three of Cups and the Ten of Swords showing up. Three of Cups is burden. So finding a place to finally build, where people have ascended to at this point, where they've evolved to. This is the place to build it in true connection, because we got the Three of Cups here. So in true, it's just like a ritual of promise, a ritual of commitment and promise to one another, that, on a heart level, on a truth level, like in the Lady of the Lake, compared with, divine masculine energies, that it's all for one and one for all. And you can kind of see that here with the three. It's kind of like, if you think of the Three Musketeers, right? So that's the kind of thing where it exists here, where it's, a promise that we've made to each other. And then we've got the Ten of Swords, and this is truth and the High Priestess. And I think intuitively, without the truth, we know that that's where we really got disappointed and disillusioned and hurt before, in the past. And I think that's where we understand intuitively that without this truth, without these sacred principles, without this true protection, then that's where it got to this. Where greed and, people were out for themselves, and they were, didn't care who they hurt or whatever. I'm just saying. Okay? So, and I think mankind got hurt. I think the planet got hurt. I don't think this is just about certain people. I believe that everyone got disillusioned and disappointed, because it wasn't about the absolute truth. So there was no protection, because at a high principle level, the vibration raises. And with that higher vibration, then it's almost impossible for people to not operate from that sacred truth place. Okay, then we've got the Dog showing up here, and this is about loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. And that's what we're seeing here with the Two of Cups. I mean, we're seeing it all over the place here. because this is, sharing, as I say back here. This is that promise to one another from a soul level, from a heart level, like really seeing that kind of rod that connects us, that golden rod that we've heard talked about. So this is coming very much from intuition, and so that loyalty is automatically there because it's automatically unconditional. Because as I say, when the vibration is raised, and the moon is guiding us, so we're now being guided just as the tides are. The moon guides the universe, and as the tides rush in and rush out to complete the balance of the day or of the cycle, that's what we will do automatically, because now we're operating in a partnership, right, with the universe. So we'll be part of that, and we'll be in that same vibration. Wouldn't that be cool? And that's the knowledge, I think, that's just beginning to come with the Page of Pentacles. I think that it's already here, but it's just begun. And we've got the King of Cups here, which is the masculine divine energy mixed with the feminine, just as this was the feminine with the Queen of Pentacles mixed with the masculine. So it's the embodiment of that heart energy mixed with the caring and the playing the role of being responsible for each other, which is what the King of Cups is. The King of Cups is like a counselor card, like a caring card, a nurturer, nourishing, that kind of thing. So I think that's where we're moving into, and thus we've created the balance. We've created this perfect balance in the universe with the yin yang and the masculine and feminine energies, maintaining the equilibrium of the balance. And I'll just draw one more card on that. We've got the King. So there's the divine masculine energy. So that goes along with the Lady of the Lake. So once again, it's the combination of those two divine energies. And these are principles, because these are sacred principles. This isn't, lower vibrational stuff. Okay? All right. I'm going to leave it at that. And I thank the universe for the information. And I thank you for being here, that I could share it with you. I'll see you next week.